He started in a garage, without money, without connections, but with a vision that would change the world. How did a simple book salesman online become the man behind a $1 trillion empire? How did it revolutionize trade, technology, and now want to conquer space? Today, you will discover Jeff Bezos' full trajectory from your childhood to your future plans. Get ready for a story of ambition, innovation, and power. Watch until the end and see how he built his empire from scratch. Jeffrey Preston Bezos was born on January 12, 1964, in the city of Albuquerque, New Mexico, USA. Son of Jacqueline Bezos, who had him at age 17, and Ted Jorgensen, his biological father, Jeff had a childhood marked by changes and challenges early on. When he was still a baby, his parents separated, and a few years later, his mother married Miguel Mike Bezos, a Cuban immigrant who had reached the United States alone at 16. Mike adopted Jeff, gave him his surname, and helped create him with an entrepreneurial vision and valuing education. Since childhood, Bezos demonstrated unusual intelligence and great interest in science and technology. Reports of his family say that, still small, it dismantled and reassembling electronic devices to understand how they worked. At 10, he built an alarm system to prevent his younger brothers from invading his room. In high school, Jeff stood out in various academic areas, especially in mathematics and computer sciences. His passion for space was also evident from an early age. He dreamed of one day build colonies in space to preserve the resources of the Earth. After completing high school at Miami Palmetto Senior High School, Bezos joined Princeton University, one of the most prestigious universities in the United States. There, he graduated in electrical engineering and computer science in 1986, leaving college as one of the best students in his class. His academic performance has guaranteed him job opportunities in large technology and finance companies shortly after graduation. Jeff Bezos' childhood and youth show how their intellect and curiosity have always been present, preparing the way to become one of the greatest entrepreneurs in history. After graduating in electrical engineering and computer science from Princeton University in 1986, Jeff Bezos quickly caught the attention of the job market. With his exceptional talent for mathematics and technology, he received several job offers, including Intel and Bell Labs, but chose to follow a different way, the financial industry. His first great job was at Fitel, a telecommunications startup that worked on a network to facilitate international bank transactions. There, Bezos played a key role in designing communication systems for financial traders. This work gave him a first glimpse of the power of technology in the transformation of global markets. Then he joined Bankers Trust, where he was already senior vice president at 26. But it was in his next professional experience that he really began to see the potential of the internet as a revolution for business. In 1990, Bezos was hired by D.E. Shaw and Company, a renowned Wall Street hedge background that used algorithms and data analysis to predict market trends. He quickly climbed office and, at age 30, became the youngest vice president of the company. During his time at D.E. Shaw, he had contact with David E. Shaw, the company's founder and a visionary of technology applied to the financial market. It was in this environment that Bezos began to understand how internet growth could create new business models never explored before. It was also there that he met Mackenzie Tuttle, his future wife, who worked in the same company. She would later play an essential role in the early days of Amazon. The decisive moment for Bezos happened in 1994, when he read a report that indicated that the use of the internet was growing at 2,300% per year. He realized that this was a unique opportunity and that any business built in this environment could grow rapidly. It was then that it began to develop the idea of an e-commerce, an almost unexplored concept at the time. Even with a millionaire salary and a promising career at Wall Street, Bezos made a bold decision. He left his job to found his own company, which would start selling books over the internet. It was the first big leap on the way that would lead him to build an empire. In 1994, Jeff Bezos made the boldest decision of his life. Despite having a promising career on Wall Street and holding a high-level position at D.E. Shaw and Company, he realized that the internet was growing rapidly and that this was the perfect time to create an online business. By analyzing different sectors that could be transformed by e-commerce, Bezos has made a list of 20 products with the potential to be sold on the internet. After much research, he chose books like the first ideal product. The reason? The book market was gigantic, publishers already had organized catalogs, and inventory could be managed more easily. With this idea in mind, Bezos resigned from his position and, alongside his wife, Mackenzie Bezos, left for Seattle, where he decided to start his company. He chose Seattle strategically, as it was a place with qualified technology labor and was close to one of the largest book distributors in the country. Without a luxurious office or large investments, Bezos began his startup in the garage of his home. He received $300,000 from his parents as an initial investment, a trusted gesture that would later be extremely profitable. To structure the site, he had the help of few employees and began the first tests of the platform. During this period, Bezos developed the culture of Amazon, based on three fundamental principles. Customer obsession, ensure the best experience possible. Constant innovation, test new ways to improve efficiency. Long-term focus, without just seeking immediate gains. On July 16, 1995, Amazon was officially released. Initially called Cadabra, the name was quickly changed to Amazon, reference to the largest river in the world, as Bezos wanted his company to be equally grand. In the early months, Amazon began to gain popularity quickly. The site was simple but innovative. It allowed anyone to buy books in a practical way without having to go to a bookstore. In a few weeks, the company was already selling books to all 50 US states and more than 40 countries. Bezos was obsessed with every detail. He helped pack orders, answered customer emails, and tested new strategies to make the service more efficient. His motto was clear: get big fast. Even so, the challenges were huge. Amazon did not make a profit and faced the distrust of investors. Many believed that an online trade-based business model would have no future. But Bezos had a clear view. Amazon was not just a bookstore, but a revolution in global retail. What started as a simple startup garage was about to become one of the largest companies in the world. After the official launch of Amazon in July 1995, Jeff Bezos saw his company grow rapidly. Even operating from a garage, the site began to attract thousands of orders. In the early months, Amazon was already selling $20,000 in books a week, exceeding all initial expectations. Bezos realized that the company's success would not only come from book sale, but customer experience. From the outset, he has invested in creating an efficient service system, allowing customers to leave evaluations and recommendations, something revolutionary for the time. This created a huge differential and helped build customer loyalty. Opening of capital and expansion. In 1997, just 2 years after its launch, Amazon opened its capital on the stock exchange, Nasdaq, raising US $54 million from its initial public offering, IPO. This money was crucial to expanding the company and making it much more than just an online bookstore. From that moment, Bezos began to diversify the products sold in Amazon. In a few years, the platform has offerings CDs, DVDs, electronics, clothing, toys, and more. Bezos's view was clear, turning Amazon into the store of everything, where anyone could buy anything over the internet. competition and aggressive strategies. Amazon's growth did not go unnoticed, and great retailers began to see her as a threat. Companies such as Barnes and Noble, book leaders, tried to launch their own online platforms to compete. However, Bezos was always one step ahead. He adopted an aggressive strategy. I reinvested almost all the company's profit to expand its infrastructure. It offered lower prices than competitors, even if it meant damage to the short term. It created a convenience ecosystem, ensuring quick delivery and a higher shopping experience. The arrival of Amazon Prime. In the early 2000s, Bezos made another bold decision. He realized that one of the biggest problems with e-commerce was the waiting time for product delivery. To resolve this in 2005, Amazon launched Amazon Prime, a subscription service that offered free and fast shipping to millions of products. This loyalty model was a watershed. With an annual fixed rate, customers have preferred to buy on Amazon instead of other stores, as they had the advantage of fast freight. The strategy worked so well that Amazon Prime has become one of the world's largest loyalty programs, with millions of subscribers. The marketplace revolution. Another great milestone of Amazon was the introduction of Marketplace, allowing third parties to sell their products on the platform. Instead of relying only on Amazon's own stocks, Bezos opened the site so that small and large companies could sell directly to customers. This has transformed Amazon into a global trade platform, expanding its exponential catalog and increasing its profits without having to maintain gigantic stocks. Impressive results. In a few years, Amazon is no longer just an online bookstore and became a retail giant. The growth was impressive. By 2000, Amazon already had over 1 million active customers. In 2010, annual sales exceeded $34 billion. In 2015, the company surpassed Walmart in market value. In 2018, Amazon reached a $1 trillion rating, becoming one of the most valuable companies in the world. Amazon's success proved that Jeff Bezos' view was correct. E-commerce was not just a passing trend, but the future of purchases worldwide. But Bezos was not satisfied. He wanted more. Your next big step? Expand to new areas of technology and services, and especially revolutionize the cloud computing sector. With Amazon already consolidated as an online retail giant, Jeff Bezos knew the company needed to go further. Its goal has never been just selling products, but reinventing the way people consume technology and services. Thus, throughout the 2000s and 2010, Amazon underwent a radical transformation, expanding to new areas and creating businesses that revolutionized various industries. The launch of Amazon Web Services, AWS. One of Bezos' most strategic movements was the creation of Amazon Web Services, AWS, in 2006. He realized that many companies faced difficulties to store and process large amounts of data. The solution? Create a cloud computing service that would allow companies to use Amazon's infrastructure to host their websites, applications, and systems. The AWS started as an internal project, but it quickly grew and became the global leader on cloud computing. Companies like Netflix, Airbnb, NASA, and even the US government have started to use their services. Today, more than 50% of the internet depends on Amazon servers, and AWS has become the company's most lucrative division. The Kindle revolution and the digital book market. Although Amazon started selling physical books, Bezos always believed in the digital future. In 2007, the company launched Kindle, a digital book reader that allowed users to store thousands of titles in a single device. Innovation was an immediate success. Not only has Kindle changed the way people, Liam also allowed independent authors to publish their books without needing a traditional publisher. This has consolidated Amazon as the largest book sales platform in the world, dominating both the physical and digital market. Alexa, and the future of artificial intelligence. In 2014, Amazon entered the virtual assistant sector with the launch of Alexa and Amazon Echo, a voice-activated device that allows users to ask questions, control household devices, and make purchases just speaking. Alexa has become a global phenomenon and helped popularize artificial intelligence in people's daily lives. With this, Bezos assured that Amazon was at the forefront of voice technology and intelligent assistance. Amazon Go, the future store. Bezos has always sought ways to innovate retail, and one of his most ambitious ideas was the creation of Amazon Go stores. Launched in 2018, these physical stores eliminate registrar and queues. Customers enter, take the products they want and leave. Everything is automatically charged through sensors and artificial intelligence. This non-contact retail model was revolutionary and paved the way for new forms of buying experience. Strategic acquisitions, Twitch and Whole Foods. In addition to creating its own products and services, Bezos has also expanded Amazon through strategic acquisitions. Some of the most notable include Twitch, 2014. The game streaming platform was purchased for $970 million and became the largest in the world in the segment. Whole Foods, 2017. Amazon has invested $13.7 billion to buy the Whole Foods supermarket chain, strengthening its presence in the food and logistics sector. These acquisitions showed that Amazon was not just a technology and retail company, it was becoming an empire that dominated various sectors. Results and impact on the market. Thanks to its constant innovation, Amazon has achieved impressive results. He became the largest retailer in the world, surpassing Walmart and other giants in the industry. Dominated 50% of all e-commerce sales in the US, created new industries with innovative services such as AWS, Prime, and Alexa. But while Amazon was still growing, Bezos was already looking at the next big challenge, the conquest of space. While Amazon became one of the most valuable companies in the world, Jeff Bezos never lost sight of one of his greatest passions, space. Since childhood, he dreamed of exploring the universe and believed that humanity needed to find new ways of living beyond Earth. It was with this view that in 2000, Bezos founded Blue Origin, a company focused on the development of technology for affordable space travel. Unlike Amazon, which began as a garage startup, Blue Origin was created with billions of dollars from the Bezos pocket itself, without external investors. Its goal was ambitious, reducing the cost of space travel and making it possible to colonize space. Early years and secret development. In the early years, Blue originated almost anonymously. Bezos invested large amounts without disclosing details about the company's projects. He believed that spatial development should be done silently and meticulously without the pressure of the financial market. It was not until 2015 that the company caught the world's attention by successfully testing the New Shepard rocket, a reusable sub-organizable vehicle designed to bring tourists to space. The biggest differential of the rocket was its ability to land vertically after the flight, dramatically reducing the costs of space missions. The competition with Elon Musk's SpaceX. The space sector began to heat up with the entry of Elon Musk and his company SpaceX, which also aimed to revolutionize the aerospace market. While SpaceX focused on long-range missions, such as bringing human to Mars, Blue Origin was more focused on space tourism and infrastructure creation for the future of humanity in space. This strategic difference made companies have different approaches. Blue Origin, development of reusable rockets for tourism and space bases. SpaceX, cargo transportation to the International Space Station and Mars colonization plans. Despite the rivalry between Bezos and Musk, both contributed to the new era of space exploration, where private companies began to dominate a sector once restricted to governments. Blue Origin's first manned flight. On July 20th, 2021, Jeff Bezos made history by traveling to space aboard the New Shepard, along with 3 other passengers, including his brother Mark Bezos. The flight lasted about 11 minutes and surpassed the Kármán line, considered the official limit of the space. This event was a milestone for the space industry, as it showed that commercial and manned travel to space were already a reality. Ambitious plans for the future. Blue Origin continues to develop new projects to expand human presence in space, including New Glenn, a large rocket for orbital missions and heavy cargo transportation. Orbital Reef, a commercial space station project which could replace the International Space Station in the future. Moon missions. Blue Origin was selected by NASA to help develop landing systems for future lunar missions. Bezos believes that in the future, millions of people will be able to live and work in space, and Blue Origin will be one of the pillars of this new age. Its motto is Gradatim Ferociter, step by step, with ferocity, reflecting its strategy of constant and disciplined progress. Bezos's view, a new chapter for humanity. For Bezos, space exploration is not just a business, but a necessity for the survival of humanity. He believes that the land should be preserved as a place of housing, while the heavy industry and the exploration of resources can be moved to space. With Amazon already established as a terrestrial empire, Blue Origin represents its bet on the future of civilization beyond the planet. After almost 30 years ahead of Amazon, Jeff Bezos made a historic decision to leave the position of CEO of the company he founded. On February 2nd, 2021, he announced that he would leave Amazon's command to focus on new personal projects and challenges. The transition was completed on July 5th, 2021, exactly 27 years after the Amazon Foundation. CEO's position was assumed by Andy Jassy, who once led Amazon Web Services, AWS. Bezos, however, did not completely move away from the company. He started to act as executive president of the Amazon Council, maintaining strategic influence on the direction of the company. But why did Bezos decide to leave Amazon at the height of his success? The reasons behind the decision. Bezos justified his departure by stating that he wanted to devote more time to 3 major personal projects. Blue Origin, your space company, which was entering a crucial phase of development and expansion. Bezos Earth Fund, an initiative to combat climate change and preserve the environment. The Washington Post, the newspaper he bought in 2013 and has been going through a digital revolution. In addition, Bezos pointed out that Amazon was already consolidated and that Andy Jassy was the ideal person to lead the company in the next phase. The post-Amazon phase focused on space and philanthropy. After his departure from the position of CEO, Bezos became even more active in his personal initiatives. 1. Blue Origin and the future of space exploration. With more time to devote to Blue Origin, Bezos began to accelerate the company's space projects. In addition to space tourism with New Shepard, Blue Origin is investing heavily in New Glenn, a large rocket for orbital missions and, in the future, interplanetary missions. Your big goal: create infrastructure so that millions of people can live and work in space, reducing the dependence of the Earth and allowing the expansion of civilization beyond the planet. 2. Bezos Earth Fund, the fight against climate change. By 2020, Bezos announced the creation of Bezos Earth Fund, a $10 billion fund focused on environmental initiatives. Its focus is to finance research, projects and technologies that help combat climate change and preserve the planet. Bezos believes that while Blue Origin seeks to expand humanity to space, Earth Fund has the mission of ensuring that the Earth remains habitable for future generations. 3. The Washington Post: Digital Transformation in Journalism. Since buying The Washington Post in 2013, Bezos has invested heavily in the newspaper's digitization, making him one of the world's largest communication vehicles. Under its leadership, the newspaper has expanded its global audience and adopted new technologies to modernize its content production. Bezos sees quality journalism as an essential pillar for democracy and wants to ensure that the Washington Post remains a global reference in the digital age. The post-Amazon lifestyle. In addition to business and philanthropic initiatives, Bezos began to adopt a more luxurious and visible lifestyle after leaving the position of CEO of Amazon. He went to more public events, to attend awards, and travel the world in his $500 million Superior, the Koru. Another great highlight of his post-Amazon life was his relationship with Lauren Sanchez, a former TV host and aerospace entrepreneur. The couple has often appeared at high-level events, and Sanchez now has an active role in Blue Origin management. The new phase of Jeff Bezos. If before he was seen as an extremely focused and discreet entrepreneur, now Bezos seems to be taking advantage of his new phase of freedom without the daily pressures of commanding Amazon. However, it remains a highly influential figure in the world of business, technology, and space exploration. With the consolidated Amazon Blue Origin growing up and its philanthropic initiatives gaining strength, Bezos seems to be a legacy that goes beyond e-commerce. But what will be the next steps of the man who has transformed so many industries? Today, Jeff Bezos remains one of the richest and most influential people in the world. Even after leaving the position of CEO of Amazon, he maintains a gigantic empire that includes various sectors, including technology, retail, media, space, and philanthropy. Your focus is now on expanding your business, investing in the future of humanity, and consolidating your legacy. Amazon, the machine that continues to grow. Even without Bezos in direct command, Amazon continues to master global retail and technology. Under the leadership of Andy Jassy, the company has invested strongly in three main areas: Amazon Web Services, AWS. Amazon's cloud follows as a market leader, generating billions in revenue. Artificial intelligence and automation. Amazon is expanding the use of AI in its services, including Alexa, logistics, and customer service. Global expansion. The company continues its expansion to new markets, especially in Asia, Latin America, and Europe. Bezos may no longer be in daily operation, but your long-term vision continues to guide the company. Blue Origin. Bezos wants to master the space. If there is an area where Bezos is increasingly active, it is in the space sector. Blue Origin is growing rapidly and becoming one of SpaceX's main competitors. Among the main ongoing projects are New Glenn, a large rocket for orbital missions and cargo transportation to space. Orbital Reef, a commercial space station developed in partnership with NASA and other companies. Moon missions. Blue Origin was chosen by NASA to develop a lunar landing module, competing directly with SpaceX. Bezos believes that space will be the future of humanity, and its goal is to build infrastructure so that millions of people can live and work outside the Earth. Philanthropy and sustainability, leaving a legacy for humanity. In recent years, Bezos has invested strongly in philanthropy and sustainability. Its main projects include Bezos Earth Fund, a $10 billion fund to finance initiatives against climate change. The Day One Fund, created to help combat poverty and finance schools for needy children. Investments in clean energy. Bezos has invested in renewable energy technologies to reduce dependence on fossil fuels. If before he was criticized for not getting involved in philanthropy, now Bezos wants to show that he can use his fortune to have a positive impact on the world. The Washington Post, expanding its influence on the media. Since buying the Washington Post in 2013, Bezos has turned the newspaper into one of the most influential in the world. He has invested heavily in the brand digitization and expansion, making it a major player in digital media. Now Bezos wants to bring journalism to a new level, using artificial intelligence and technology to improve news quality and achieve more readers. Jeff Bezos' next steps. Even with so much won, Bezos does not seem satisfied. Your plans for the future include Blue Origin expansion. It wants the company to be the leader in the space sector, competing directly with SpaceX. Sustainability investments. Your focus on preserving land and developing clean technologies should grow even more. New acquisitions and technology projects. Bezos is always eyeing new business opportunities, especially in the area of AI and quantum computing. Increased your fortune, even investing in various projects. Bezos continues among the richest men in the world. Its net equity exceeds $180 billion and tends to grow even more with the continuous success of Amazon and AWS. Jeff Bezos' legacy. Whether in e-commerce, technology, space, or philanthropy, Jeff Bezos has already changed the world and continues to seek new challenges. He not only created one of the most valuable companies on the planet, but is also shaping the future of humanity. The big question now is, how far can it go?